Hi, everybody. So I just want to talk about the importance of a sense of humor. All right, let's replace anger with laughter. And so when you hear something really stupid from the politicians in Washington, D.C., instead of getting all worked up and getting all hot under the collar and all, your panties in a Twitter, and you start tweeting and posting on Facebook and being vile and hateful and angry and mad and saying really things about these people that you think, maybe it'll make you feel better. The worst things that you can say about them might make you feel better. It doesn't. What makes you feel better is to laugh and to have a sense of humor. And yeah, if you have to share these things, go ahead and share them, but do it with fun in mind. Do it with a sense of humor. This is the greatest roller coaster ride on earth. Let's enjoy it, people. When are we ever going to have such a blatant, wonderful, laughable, fun time with politics as we're having right now? It's amazing. They never hardly ever do anything that's going to make a difference anyway, as far as ruining everybody's lives. And if they do, then they get voted out, the next party comes along and they try to fix it, or they just say that they're going to and then they never fix it. Another reason to laugh. Okay, so yeah, everybody wants to be all upset that you can elect a president without popular vote, and that somebody that got less votes than the other one gets to be president. Nobody understands how that happens, and and then when it comes to simply changing or throwing out the electoral college, nobody can do that. They can't do it. They don't know how to do it, or they don't want to do it. So it's laughable. They're all liars, and it's very funny because um, we do the same thing when our opportunity arises. When it benefits us, we are the biggest hypocrites too. So these people are doing us a favor. They're showing us ourselves in a big, broad public spectrum that is just a big circus, and it's extremely and highly entertaining. Yes, it's upsetting and all of that. Oh yeah, because I was, whatever your issue is that happened to you, that you really should be working on, and you should be grateful that it's brought up again. Every time it's brought up, you should be grateful. It gives you another chance to work on it instead of crying and wallowing in that muddy pit of what happened to me in the past. Instead of feeding your PTSD, instead of curing and healing your PTSD, many people just want to stay there and feed it, give it some more food and make it bigger and have a big pity party. And guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about pity for you. Nobody cares about pity for me. Okay? I don't care about pity for me. So why should anybody else? Yeah, I feel bad for people, and yes, that's temporary, just when they're in my sight. Um, but and especially the animal cruelty. And yes, I've got friends that will love to get into posting one animal cruelty video after another, and just tell them to stop, or hide them, or take a break from them, or unfollow them, whatever you have to do to stop people from putting forth these soul killing videos and posts in front of your face every day and all the time. They don't realize that they're doing harm to their friends. They think that what they're doing is going to help that situation that they're showing you, which was probably recorded years ago. And is probably not going on anymore. So there's nothing you can do to stop it anyway. It's over. But if you sit there and watch the video of the raccoons being skinned alive in China for the fur industry, it will kill your soul. And if you're on the edge of depression, it will push you over the edge and likely cause people to actually do themselves in, commit suicide, and all this serious stuff. Um, so just stay away from it. warn your friends not to do it to you. And if they continue, you're going to have to hide them or somehow not look at their stuff. Um, and it's a funny phenomenon because my mother gave money away to uh, the animal rescue societies or humane society or ASPCA, and the more money she gave them, the more horrible mail they sent her with depictions of cruelty to more animals and more cruelty and more injustice and more horrible things. So they have to stop too. Okay, everybody just needs to stop. You're not going to cure the cruelty to animal situation until we've learned how to be nice to each other as humans. Okay, there's no curing that until we love one another. So you're wasting your time. Yes, you can go rescue 4 dogs a year or 6 dogs a year, whatever it was I did that one year. It's devastatingly hard on me, very stressful, expensive, dangerous for my other dogs. Never going to stop, never going to stop the kill shelter, never going to stop the killing. Um, so let's learn how to cure situations from the root of the problem, which right now is ourselves and our egos and the way that we treat fellow human beings, which are part of ourself. It's how we treat ourselves actually, because all of these different people that you see as different people are us. They are me. They are you, and they're showing up for correction. And until they get that correction, we're not going to correct everything else that we do, which is how we grow our food and how we treat our animals and how we treat our environment and blah, 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 on and on and on. The root starts with us as a creator, as a spiritual being, as something that needs to rise above. And this is why I'm talking about laughing and about humor when it comes to the current political situation, is to bring humor and bring laughter. Let it tickle your funny bone. Let the stupidity coming out of the mouths of these people tickle your funny bone. And this way you're not mired down in judgment and anger. Okay, and you can start to have some understanding for maybe their perspective by not being angry. It allows you to maybe see things from their perspective, however warped and however unfactual it might be. And remember that facts change depending on our perspective and from our position in the world. Everything changes. So the facts don't remain the same, they change. Just remember that when you hear people, telling one lie after another in the political spectrum, that they might even believe it. Or they might be outright lying on purpose and they know it because they got a big paycheck coming from a pharmaceutical company or whatever it is to screw the American people out of more money so they can get, a $5 million job as soon as they resign from Congress. Okay, yeah, those things are hard to laugh about, but if you want to work on them, do it with a sense of humor, because people will respond a lot better to that than they will to a serious angry rant. They want to get away from a serious angry rant. So comedy is a really good communication device. So let's all use it. Let's all see the funny side of everything when we point it out, and people will be a lot more receptive to actually understanding what it is you're trying to convey when you do it with humor. That's all. It's more of a self-talk than myself. I couldn't put my shirt on inside, outside, out today. Yeah, I went to bed 2 o'clock or 2:30 and got up at 6:30. So that's usually my evening amount of sleep. So don't blame me if my shirt goes on inside out. It's not my fault. I love you all. Have a great and glorious day. And remember, humor and laughter, best way to communicate. and the best way to just exist right now in everything that happens. And no matter what it is, let's say you don't make it to the bathroom on time and oops, I crapped my pants. Well, just have a good laugh, okay? And clean it up. See you later. I love you. Bye.